Join us on our Eastgate to Braamfontein trip with Moonoveraquarius Media and Entrana Travel. Please feel free to leave your comments below and not forgetting to hit that subscribe button. As we go over the bridge, on our right hand side you will find the Eastgate Shopping Centre. It's one of the biggest shopping centres in South Africa, and on the left we have the Park Meadow shops as well. As we head along Nickel Road, heading towards the intersection corner Loom Road and Marcia Street. From there we'll be continue on to Cumberland Road. On our left, as we go through the intersection, you will find the 46 SA Brigade headquarters in Kensington, Johannesburg. I would love to hear your feedback, guys. Tell me about this area. Does it have memories for you? Did you grow up here? Did you party here? Let the folks know what happens around here. Leave your comments below. And for those who know the area, you'll know of Rhodes Park, the bowling club, and the Rhodes Park swimming pool, and also in there is the Rhodes Park tennis club. So please feel free to drop a comment below and let us know how you feel and what memories this brings for you. As mentioned, we're in the area Kensington, and the road we are travelling is the Cumberland Road. And there, that like palm-looking tree on the left there is what we call a cell phone tower. Very good for disguising the towers, so it makes the place look more real and not so fake with all these towers. As mentioned, on our left we have the Rhodes Park. So coming up on our right, we're going to have the Law School Kensington and the Sir Edmund Hillary Primary School. Here we are crossing over one of the intersections. As you can see, a lovely blue day, even though we're in our winter months. Temperatures are quite low. We're down to about, today was about 8 degrees. Just a nice cold wind, but otherwise it's pleasant, the sun's out. As I mentioned, here's the schools on the right. The Law School, Kensington, and further up we'll have the Sir Edmund Hillary Primary School. And then just further up you'll get the Kensington Post Office. Just crossing over all these huge speed bumps we have on our roads to try and calm the traffic. Also, you may have noticed the trees don't seem to have much leaves, they've all fallen off. Okay, here we come up to the intersection, and you will notice the big shopping centre. That is what we call the Darris Centre. And there we are, turning right, and with the centre on our left. Troyeville. a suburb of Johannesburg. It is a small suburb found on the eastern edge of the Johannesburg Central Business District, CBD. The surrounding areas around here are New Braamfontein, Bertrands, Lorenzville to the north and Fairview to the south, and Kensington to its east. The main road we are on at the moment going through the suburb is Albertina Sazulu. Has its eastern end in the suburbs and connects the CBD to Johannesburg eastern suburbs and towns of the East Rand. On my right, passing me now, we'll have what they call a minibus taxi. It's the means of transport throughout South Africa. They travel all over. All you have to do to get one of them to stop is put your hand out. Different fingers signs mean different areas. There's no actual designated taxi parking. They just stop wherever. That's all you have to do. Another famous attraction along this road, the Troyeville Hotel, first licensed in 1939. It is a Johannesburg original, serving unfussy award-winning Portuguese cuisine. It has been the hangout for artists, musicians, politicians, activists and sport fans for generations. Now, as we're heading now towards Jeppes Town. On the right hand side, we'll be coming up against the Jeppes police station. Take note of this chap trying to turn right in the left lane, going through a red robot. Yeah, South Africans are known for our good driving. Okay, as we're heading along the Albertina Sulu Road, we'll be going around the bend, and on your right hand side you'll see the Jeppes police station. And in the distance you can actually see that's the Johannesburg town. That's where we're going to be heading through. And very popular at the moment is these shipping containers converted into homes. You can actually see the 5 levels of the different containers. That's on your right as we go through this intersection. They're all in green. Okay, there we go. I'll move over so you can actually have a better view of it. We're going to come into an intersection or a crossover, interchange, and then we'll be moving over to Commissioner Street. The road above, you'll see that road above is the one that takes you into Hillbrow. That's the Joe Slover Road. Now, as I mentioned, we're on the Commissioner Street. Normally very hectic during the day, or Monday to Friday. These roads are really hectic. This being a Saturday, as you can see on the clock below, it's 22:02. So it's not too crazy at the moment. You'll have the Panama House on your left, Collector's Treasury, if you can see that very tall building over there with the writing on the top, that's Transnet. That is our railways. They now this is the head office. A couple of streets will be going over, Polly, Nugget. And if you may have noticed in the yellow lines, that is where the bus transport goes down. So it helps to ease the traffic. As you can see, one of the buses passing by now. Going faster than any other one, any of the cars. There's Panama House, and we'll have the ABSA towers just to the left. ABSA is one of our branches. That's our bank. As you can see, you have to keep your eyes on the road all the time. People just doing their own thing. Now we're moving into the different lane because we're coming across one of the bus terminals. As you can see, all the different shops. Quite a few closed, as it is now quite late in the afternoon, and also due to the COVID-19, some of them are closed. We're now going to have to try and work our way over to the far left because one of these trucks are blocking our lane. If we can get the chance. Notice all the masks people are wearing. Still in Commissioner Street. You can notice all the Locals selling the vegetables on the pavement. Okay, there's another guy going through a red robot. A public transport, doing their own thing. On our left, as we're coming up, you'll see the Transnet building I mentioned. There's quite a big shopping mall as well inside. And then on our right, as we come to the intersection, you'll see a very well-known shopping precinct, and it's called Small Street. For those who remember, there was a record shop there back in the 80s, used to sell all the vinyls. What you couldn't get, he used to import everything, and the boots and the Levi's. And then further on our right, you can see the Kinney Centre. It was a very upmarket movie house. Seems to have closed down. For you, the traffic lights may seem different because they're in the distance, whereas overseas they're all in the front of you. There's one of the trucks trying to work his way over. Okay, a couple of things you may want to know in this area. We have the HIS Magistery building. Then we have the CCMA, the Specialised Commercial Crime Courts. The road we'll be turning into as we head up to Braamfontein is known as Russick Street. Just around here you have the Rand Club. That was very popular, the Mayans. They used to all have all the meetings and parties there. Alright, as I mentioned, we are now turning into Russick Street. We are heading up to Braamfontein. For those who have just joined us, welcome to Moonoveraquarius Media and Entrana Travel. We're in South Africa, taking you on a tour from Eastgate, that's Bedfordview, all the way through to Braamfontein. Okay, as we're heading up Russick Street, on our left you will see the Johannesburg City Hall, built in 1912. For those who remember, back in the 90s, or maybe even further back in the 80s, we had the Tony Factor Centre. That's on your right hand side. We'll be crossing over different streets, Helen Joseph, Pritchard, Rahima, the Lan, Plain Street. A couple of the streets we'll be going over. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you remember a lot of these streets. I'm sure you've got a lot to talk about, and maybe leave your comments below. Let me know. What memories does this bring back for you? Are they good? Are they bad? Did you live in the flats above in the area? As we will continue along Russick Street towards Braamfontein, we'll be passing the the Park Station. For those who don't know, that is the railway line from all the different areas. There you can see the Park Station, Johannesburg Park Station. Also you can catch the buses to Cape Town and etc., all those areas. We'll be coming up to a street known as Wolmerins. And coming up on you'll see one of the locals trying to sell what they call soap. Trying to make a living in the hard times with this COVID-19. Okay, we're heading over Wolmerin Street onto Smith Street. And then the road will split to the left. And on the right you will have the Civic Centre. I'm sure a lot of you remember this one. The Nelson Mandela Theatre, the Joburg Theatre. And one of the old Constitutional Hill will be on your right as well. Okay, as we head up Rissik, we're going to end up on Hoof Street. We're going to be turning left. There you will find the Joburg Ballet on the left. You'll have the South African Human Rights, the Bram Park Complex, the NSA Festival of Arts. And we'll be working our way down to Melly Street. As we hit the T-junction, we're going to be turning left to Mella Street. And then at the intersection we're going to be turning left once again into Amershof. On the right was the Liberty, that's one of our insurance companies. Okay, as mentioned, we're now in Amershof Street. And then we turned into Picard Street. A couple of streets we're passing. Dakota Street, one of the famous takeaways, well, worldwide, KFC, very popular here in Africa. And then we are going to be turning into Juta Street. There we are, heading into Juta Street. And then we'll be then continue back into Mella Street. As mentioned, we went right into Miller Street, and within the area Braamfontein. A lot of the offices now have been converted into apartments, so it's quite a residential area now. You can notice it's very clean, and there's lots of security, so it's quite a safe area. And now we'll be turning into Jorrison Street. I'm sure those who used to party in the 80s will remember the nightclub, Caesar's Palace. Very popular with the ladies' night. And just after the intersection, you'll notice a building called the Casata House. That's one of our political parties. Okay, there we are. You can see the Civic Centre on your right there. Okay, we'll be now heading back up to Hoof Street again. As before, we went left, we'll be now turning right. Couple of things you might know about this area: the old fort, Constitutional Court. Hillbrow is just on the right. We're going down Joubert Street, and we'll be ending our journey in Empire Road. Empire would take you down towards, if you turn right, you'll be ending up in Hillbrow. Okay, thank you for joining us on this wonderful journey of Bedfordview, Eastgate, all the way through to Braamfontein. Don't forget, guys, to hit the subscribe button if you want to get updated on all the latest videos. Remember, we're in South Africa. We will be taking you around the world. Please follow our journey.